What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Strangers Minds. I'm Fernando, and today we're going to continue on with Creep Caught, the most disturbing clips ever found online. I honestly don't even know what part are we on, because as you can see, this is a 2-hour video, which I am breaking up into parts. But the way it seems, I think we're going to record part three, maybe part four. Somewhere around there, I will find out and just catch this video on the disturbing videos on the net playlist. All right, I think I'm gonna start messing around with the names of the playlist just so it could be more easier to track down. But nonetheless, this will be on that playlist. So without any further ado, let's see what Creep Caught has in store for us today. Let's go.
On July 3rd, 2025, a man known as Captain Casket shared that he'd been living in his current home for nearly a year without anything unusual happening. He's into collecting creepy items from funeral homes, things often linked to the dead. One day, a friend gave him some eerie objects, and a few days later, strange things began occurring inside his house. While filming a video to talk about his experience, something unexpected happened.
Lived in this house for probably close to a year now, and I've never had anything happen here. I've never once thought that there was any kind of like haunting stuff going on or a ghost or anything like that, until a couple weeks ago when I was given these like lab grade like test tube things. And these are like legit Pyrex brand, like super high quality glass, right? Came from a funeral home. So the other day I was up in my bedroom and I started hearing like clinking, and I don't see a move, but I'm hearing. And it's like obviously those. So I didn't think too much about it. And then a few days after that, I start seeing like little shadows in the side of my vision, right? I'm like peeking over while I'm watching TV, and I'm like, what's going on here? I mean, like, my sleep has not been as good. Everything's just been kind of weird, right?
As he talks about the paranormal activity happening in his home, a dark, shadowy figure can be seen moving behind his door without him noticing. He keeps discussing the strange voices he's been hearing throughout the house, and just moments after the figure appears, he manages to capture one of those voices on tape.
You've done a lot of like ghost investigation, EVP, analyzing. You know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that is the quality. Like, that is a perfect example of a disembodied voice.
He then points out that there's no room for a jacket to be hanging or for a person to be standing there, since the area is filled with his funeral collectibles, and the door itself doesn't even have a hanger. A few days later, while working on some paintings, he catches a shadowy figure out of the corner of his eye upstairs, so he begins recording it.
Hello? 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 Who's in there? Oh.
Sounds start coming from the exact spot where he last saw the shadowy figure on camera. As he approaches, the door suddenly swings open by itself, making him quickly turn around and leave. After collecting these strange items and now facing paranormal events, he's totally convinced his house is haunted. A chilling
You know, it has out in the field. When I'm out in the field, I go and visit, abandoned locations. And the places where I go to are with dark history, haunted history. And there are always certain corners or certain viewpoints that if there is something, anything behind, let's say a door in this instance, you know, due to the movement of the camera, it could be that you're visually catching what's inside the room. And when you move the camera, it just seems like if that moved, but it's actually just something inside the room, and your camera movement is what causing that effect. That is what I believe that happened here. Now he's saying that there wasn't nothing hanging there wasn't nothing there, but I'm just throwing it out there that maybe one particular day there must have been something there, but he is a collector of anything that has to do with death. So, could I have it been something? Yeah, I think so. I think he caught something accidentally. Unfortunately, ghosts and spirits, they don't pose to take a picture. It's always that damn instant when you are just moving and you catch them, right? Like they're never like, it's not a perfect picture because that would consider a holy grail of evidence. Now, what the gentleman was trying to say as far as the EVP is concerned, he is trying to describe what is a class A EVP when there is irrefutable proof that you caught a voice that should not be in the recording. That is a disembodied voice, and that is something that I love. That's my go-to when I do paranormal investigations. I do EVP work. N- Catching pictures, catching videos is all good, fine, and dandy, but my thing is EVPs because I think there is just something unbelievable, incredible, amazing when you know that you're with this person and you catch a third person on video. That means there is a realm that we are crossing into using a recording device. That, I mean, just the possibilities is incredible. That just means, like who knows? You could probably talk to your past loved ones. Like the possibilities are endless. But regardless, I do like the video because it does seem legit, and it just all depends on how you guys see it. I think this should have been part of a paranormal con tape, but we are watching most disturbing videos on the net. With that being said, let's continue on.
video recorded by a woman named Nicole shows her young son, Hendrix. What makes the footage particularly unsettling is that the boy appears to respond to something invisible, something that isn't captured on camera. When little Hendrix opens the door, an eerie voice seems to whisper, "Yes!" Instantly, he slams the door shut and walks away without looking back.
Oh, man.
Did the little boy actually hear the voice of a spirit? What do you think? Was it a genuine paranormal moment or just a strange coincidence? On July
I'm saying, if there was nobody else inside that house, that was amazing. If there was nobody else inside that house, that was amazing. So please, I would love to get that piece of information because it doesn't sound like it said yes. It sounds like if somebody was trying to spit up a loogie. Yeah. That's what it sounds like. Now, not for nothing, but if that is a disembodied voice and nobody else was inside that house, it it almost feels like it didn't want the kid to come in, and it did that to scare him away. And the kid responded, "Nope." Yo, God, I love this. I love this, man. So I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves for real. I do this, for fun, for myself, and also, I'd love to hear what other people all around the world thinks about it, and we can all interact, man. We can all interact in this channel, in my world, strangers' minds. I don't care about your sexuality. I don't care about your race. I don't care about your religion. I don't care about your political affiliations. Everybody has their own opinion. I have mine, but we could all enjoy a great freaking time, especially when watching paranormal caught on tape or disturbing videos on the net.
July 6, 2025, a man named Don shared a video from his time working as a security guard at an Old Navy store. While keeping an eye on the CCTV, he spotted someone in the men's section who seemed to be shoplifting, and he noticed something unsettling.
Look right here. Look right here. Right here. Look. Watch. What is that? What is that? And it's just gone, bruh. It's there, and now it's not. It's there, and now it's not, bruh. What is that? Bruh. What is that? What is that? And then it's just gone. Bruh. What is that? One more time. Bruh, what is that? What is that?
While the man is browsing clothes on the rack, something strange suddenly appears in the gap right beside him. Out of nowhere, someone or something seems to materialize there before disappearing just as quickly. Don has no clue what he just witnessed, and the man in the footage doesn't seem to notice anything unusual at all. So, what exactly was that? The family started to notice.
I mean, I've seen this video, Jesus Christ. I've seen this video even before I started reacting and recording videos. That video has always left me baffled because, it just seems like yeah, it leaves you with a question like, what is that? It's obviously moving by itself because the I was gonna say gentleman, but I can't really say gentleman in this case. Um, it seems like both his hands are occupied, and this thing just pops out, man. Like the only time I see something like this, for real, it's like that TikTok trend with that filter, with that thing just popping up, like that like something popping up from behind the person. That it seems like that, but this is a security camera, not a cell phone. I do not have answers for it, which is why every time I see it, it leaves me baffled, bro. Because it doesn't seem like it is a edit. It doesn't seem like it's a fake video. Everything seems authentic. And you know what, man? I'm gonna throw it out there for you guys. What do you guys think? What did we just see?
Something odd with their Ring doorbell. It kept sending constant motion alerts, yet there was never anyone visible. They tried lowering the sensitivity, redrawing detection zones, and even thought about throwing the device away, but the alerts persisted. Assuming it was just a glitch, they stopped paying attention until their son, curious like any kid with a new gadget, began watching all the alerts for fun. That's when he saw a truly inexplicable, a line seems to be slowly and smoothly traced across the car's windshield, steady and intentional. The eerie part is that there's no visible hand, fingers, reflection, or any movement, just a flawless arc appearing out of nowhere on the glass. If it were caused by wind or condensation, it wouldn't be so exact. So what's going on? Could it be a malfunction in the Ring camera, a trick of the eye, or something supernatural? TikTok.
Dude, honestly, I've never seen that in my life. I've never seen something not even remotely close to this. I mean, Like, I don't even have the brain capacity to possibly even think about what that could possibly have been. It seemed like somebody dragged their hand across the windshield to take the snow off. That's it. That's it. A ghost cleaning out the windshield. Yeah. Yeah. Should it be on this playlist? Like the creepiest thing ever caught on camera? I don't know. I'm not that gullible. But you know what? That is something unexplained, which lands into the realm of paranormal.
User Josh Robillard recently grabbed a lot of attention online after sharing a series of creepy events happening in his home. It all started when Josh began hearing weird scratching noises coming from outside his house. While carefully checking things out and filming, he caught something really creepy on camera. A crucifix that used to hang upright on his wall mysteriously flipped upside down, creating a creepy vibe. But that was just the start. In another video, Josh nervously reacts to strange sounds coming from his basement.
Hello? Hello? No, I don't think so. No.
Wanting to catch more proof of the strange happenings, Josh set up a stationary camera in his living room to record overnight. Objects start shifting and moving around the room, and this goes on for quite a while. But the creepiest part is the footage from a bedroom that was supposed to be empty. When Josh quickly turns on the lights to check, the room is empty. These videos went viral fast, with viewers expressing real concern for Josh's safety and debating what's really going on. Some think he might be dealing with actual paranormal activity, or even a demonic presence, given how disturbing everything is. So far, there's no clear explanation, leaving followers wondering if his home is truly haunted or if something else is going on behind the scenes. While hanging out at a local park,
I mean, I could tell you this from the jump. Like, all of it could have been orchestrated. All of it. So, yeah, we saw a lot, but at the same time, nothing to determine whether or not this is real paranormal activity. Sorry. I mean, we're going to have to go by what he says because we're just seeing what's on the screen. And, there's no real conclusive that all of this is paranormal.
Tim Gallivan took a curious photo, showing a tall, brown, furry figure peeking out from behind a tree. Tim thinks it might be Sasquatch, but plenty of others say it's just pareidolia, maybe just a weirdly shaped tree. Either way, once you spot the shape, it's pretty hard to ignore. In the middle of the night,
That's definitely pareidolia. Definitely. I mean, it just seems like it's part of the tree. There's nothing really else. Sasquatch, they do tend to blend into their atmosphere and make them almost damn near invisible. So who knows? Who knows? Thinking about it, if we was talking to Ray, he would most definitely Ray Doherty. I'm sorry, I'm talking like if you guys know who Ray is. Ray Doherty is a Yowie expert out in Australia. He's a good friend. We've on the Shadowfile podcast. Make sure you guys check out the podcast Shadowfiles right here on YouTube. He would say, it looks interesting because it absolutely does look part like the tree. But we've seen, videos of Bigfoot blending into certain areas to make them look invisible.
a group of guys head out to take some artistic photos, but they likely have an idea of what might be lurking in those woods.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Look at that.
You go look.
Slower then.
I think it's poison.
Wait, no, Britt, no.
No, hold on.
I'm
Chill.
going first.
Oh, nah, go first. I'm about to take a picture of it. You gotta get lower than that. Look at him when you move. Uh-oh, it's about to catch something. Y'all ready to go back?
Yes, I am.
Yo, what's up? That look in scary movies. This one they say, yo, let's
Wait. Wait, how y'all realize before we...
Those sounds are just a pack of coyotes out hunting, and while they rarely pose a threat to humans, hearing that in the middle of a dark forest would likely make me react the same way. On the ghost sub.
Oh man, yo, this is the yeah, this is gonna sound, I hope nobody's sensitive with what I'm about to say, but you know what, like that is the perfect example why there isn't really any good horror films concerning black people, because that's their defensive mechanism. If something is out of their you know comfort zone, dude, like fuck it. Right. Yeah, it seemed like they just started the trip and then y'all ready to go? Yeah, that's classic. Shout out to my white folks. If it wasn't for you guys, there wouldn't be a horror genre, I swear to God. But with that being said, yeah, for sure. Thankfully it was already debunked right away, because my first thought was the fact that that could have been animals. Now I wouldn't not categorize it as a coyote, but that's wild though. That's wild. The way how it out of nowhere, it sounded like hundreds of them just started freaking screaming. So yeah, that would definitely. Hey, I know they don't. It's rare that they attack humans, but dude, we're talking about coyotes. I'm sorry, but over here in Florida, if there's a coyote out in the street, it's all over. Social media. Be careful. There's a coyote. So f that. If there's hundreds of them.
Reddit, a user called the Proof Seekers posted a video showing some seriously unsettling activity happening inside a bedroom, and it was broad daylight. The footage was taken from a stationary camera set up facing the room. At
That looks
first,
like Savannah,
everything
Georgia.
looks normal, just a quiet, ordinary bedroom, but that calm doesn't last for long. Out of nowhere, a strange voice, whispery but deep, can be heard saying hello from somewhere nearby. It's quick, but undeniably creepy. Unfortunately, the original post doesn't offer much context. Still, commenters jumped in fast. Some said the voice sounded like something out of a nightmare, while others speculated it might have come from a game or TV playing in another room. But there's nothing in the video that points to any obvious source. So, what do you think? Creepy coincidence or something paranormal? In the
Honestly, it sounded mechanical, like if something turned on. That's what it sounded to me. It didn't really sound like a voice. It didn't sound like it was saying anything. It just seemed like if something turned on.
middle of the day, this group was cruising down the BR-281 highway in Brazil when they noticed something odd up ahead. They spotted a dark figure slowly walking along the side of the road. From far away, it looked like someone wearing a long black cloak. Some viewers thought it was nothing, just a person out walking, but others weren't so sure. That stretch of highway is remote and known for being risky. Hardly anyone walks there because of how dangerous it is, and it's also a hotspot for strange, unexplained accidents. Some say it's just the bad road conditions. Others think something more paranormal is going on. So, what did they see that day? In this clip,
I mean, yeah, it looked like just somebody standing there, almost like a priest or a monk. Priest. But it seems like that stretch of road, there was nothing around it. So weird, yes. But is it possible? Yeah. I definitely see if there is already a folklore, right? Like if there's already stories of how dangerous the stretch of road is, that bridge. I definitely think that there will be somebody out there trying to, like put good vibes into it so it could stop all the accidents or the death that has occurred on that bridge. I see that. That could have been a priest. Was it though?
A woman from Compton, California, claims that one night her front door Ring camera captured a bizarre trespasser walking alongside her house. The woman says she has no idea who or what the figure could be, but the footage has sparked a buzz across alien-related subreddits. So, is it a gray alien casually wandering through the neighborhood, or simply an elaborate hoax?
That, to me, I've come across that video a couple of times, and it seems like it was a edit. I could be wrong, guys. I could be completely wrong. It could be numerous of things, none of which is alien. That could have been somebody wearing a mask passing by. That could have been orchestrated. I said mask? No, like almost like a hoodie, like a helmet, or something trying to portray, something creepy going on. That could be orchestrated, and due to the camera quality, and if you're moving fast enough, the frame per second is gonna mess up, and it's gonna seem like almost like if it's disappearing while it's walking by. So it could be numerous of things, but alienish, I disagree.
Clip was filmed back in November 2013 in a small town in the Philippines. A local basketball coach had taken his team outside for some training on a sunny day and decided to record the session. Just some casual shots of the kids running drills in the street. Nothing out of the ordinary at the time, but later that evening, while going through the footage at home, he noticed something strange that he couldn't explain.
Yun talagang doon lang ako nakapokus. Tignan ko lang sila isa-isa ganon. Wala akong nakita na isa man dumaan na
While the kids are practicing in the street, a dark, child-sized figure suddenly dashes across the foreground. Here's where it gets weird. The coach insists there was no child like that present during practice. He even showed the footage to his team, and none of them remembered seeing anyone like that. Disturbed, the coach brought the video to a technician to check for any signs of editing or glitches, but the expert found nothing unusual. When the clip aired on a local news station, viewers were stunned, not just by the mysterious figure, but because several people from nearby towns claimed they'd seen that same shadowy child before. Locals started calling it the running child, a spirit that's said to show up near schools and playgrounds just before something bad happens. So, what do you think ran through that shot? Let us know in the comments.
Did something bad happen? First off, yeah, that could have been somebody just running. Because you see it when it comes into frame. Then when he focuses more into the one of his students, it just ran through. It was still there, consistent. So yeah, it just seems like they just caught somebody running by, not part of the group, which is probably why nobody didn't really saw anything weird or concentrated on it. But hey, that's just me. That's just my opinion. But we're gonna end this video right here. And if you guys are enjoying yourselves, I would like to hear from you. So far, so good. I'm starting to like this video very, very much. I'm glad creepcaught is putting it out there for us to watch. And with that being said, if you are enjoying yourselves, please do what you do when you like a video. Hit that like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys on the next. Peace.